We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He's been running the fast break his entire life. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing it left, dishing it right, making the right play at the right time. That's what Plainfield guards do. Let's see what the guards do down the court tonight.
And Jay, we are ready to go. This one about to get underway. Brooklyn begins the game with the basketball. Irving to Simmons. Nice pass to get things going. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Durant against the former MVP. To Simmons. From the outside, no good. To Bradley. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Here comes the screen. Russell Westbrook against Markieff Morris. Over to the right side. Bradley to Westbrook. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. LeBron James. The screen sets him up for 2.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Simmons. Screen coming. Simmons. Oh, he had it. To James. And he's going to the free throw line.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Irving with the basketball. They trail by 2. Simmons to Irving. Simmons, that out of his range and no good. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Bradley to James. Cleans it up. Another follow, no good. Irving. And the basket good at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James, guarded by Morris. The drive, right to the basket. LeBron James, 2 of 4 now. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
James, and he knocks it down, Jay.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LaMarcus Aldridge at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. And he's got the free throw as well. Los Angeles, they have it. Beverly to James. Not that time. Irving into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Screen coming.
I told you the screen was coming.
Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
LeBron James, 4 out of 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. First quarter is complete. The Lakers have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
Beverly to James.
Hey, go get that.
Short jumper off the mark. Durant across the timeline. Down just a couple. Kevin Durant. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Beverly. Bradley. earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First try at the line, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Kevin Durant with the rock.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Back door, back door, back door.
Kevin Durant. He's 2 for 2 now.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
James into the front court. They trail by 1. To Beverly. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Bradley to James. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. The Nets have the rebound. Nets have it to Durant. Probing the defense. Durant to Patty Mills. No, I missed a short one there. Bazemore against Patty Mills. To James. Here comes the screen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Kevin Durant. The defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it, on the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers.
James here against Morris. To Beverly.
Screen coming, screen coming.
To Bradley. And count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Up by 3. Patty Mills gets it in the right corner. Simmons to Durant. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided.
And a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here we go.
Durant, guarded by Bryant. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. Beverly into the front court. It's a one-point game as we approach halftime. Markieff Morris able to recover with the block. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Durant. Simmons. Deep left corner to Durant. Has a look. Shot by Durant won't go down. LeBron matched up with Seth Curry. Deep three. Goes down. A three at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room? We've reached halftime in a two-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports halftime report. The Lakers have themselves a close game after two quarters. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Field goals.
For each of these squads, the common theme has been a disciplined approach on offense. That's the reason why you're seeing a nice field goal percentage on both sides of the ball. Smart shot selection is a key part of that fact.
Player of the half.
The chosen one was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Lakers at the controls right now. Beverly to James. Trying to cash in. LeBron shot off the mark.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Durant to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
We all know that's the part of Ben Simmons' game that he needs to work on in order to take his game to the next level. He has to become a respectable shooter because even if he puts his head down and gets to the rim and gets fouled, he only shoots 56% from the free throw line. By the way, DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard were better free throw shooters last year than Ben Simmons. Wow.
To Simmons. From the outside, no good. Beverly into the front court. Leads a bucket. Screen coming. James to Beverly. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys trail now by 4. Simmons to Durant. And count the basket inside.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To James. Beverly. Ben Simmons sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Markieff Morris has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Beverly into the front court. Leads 1. Driving right to the basket. Markieff Morris with a piece. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Simmons. Curling inside. Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly to James. Here comes the screen. LeBron James against Markieff Morris. He gets it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Simmons into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Seth Curry, they go down low to Simmons. Can't miss those.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Here comes the screen. James. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys now trailing by a point. Simmons driving, but a shot no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
LeBron, defended by Markieff Morris. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Just not going down. Kyrie across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Deep right corner. Durant. Buries it on the catch and shoot. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for LA.
Beverly to Bradley. Over to the right side. To Bradley. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Simmons. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Patty Mills. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Lakers have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the 4th quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Davis. Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Bradley. Anthony Davis, guarded by Seth Curry. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Gets to the basket and scores.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Bradley to Davis.
Get over.
Off the mark. Well contested. Here's Irving into the front court. Lead is 2. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First one goes down.
Los Angeles Lakers, number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
Able to convert on both free throws. Bradley. To Davis. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Kyrie with the rock.
Me and you.
To Simmons. Seth Curry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Missed it at the line. Westbrook across the timeline. The deficit now up to 5. Bradley. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Simmons. Shot from the lane won't go. It's Russ at the controls. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Short jumper off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Lakers. Number 1, Trevor Ariza. Subbing in for the Brooklyn Nets. Number 31, Curry.
Irving to Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Short jumper won't go down. Bradley to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys watch those. Nice extra move there.
Westbrook to Davis. Here comes the screen. Beverly to Bradley. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis lets it fly. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
And counted at the rim. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Just off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Irving. To Seth Curry. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Free throws coming up.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Anthony Davis, defended by Kevin Durant. short jumper won't fall. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. It's the Nets who are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. This team did everything they could do to secure the win. Great job by both the players and the coaching staff. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Lakers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Simmons wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports,